When you watch a Knocking Down Silos event, you're going to see something very interesting. I'd like you to imagine the audience members as your association members, your franchisees, or employees in your company. People by their very nature don't talk to people who don't work in their division or don't look or sound just like them. At the beginning of the evening, nobody's talking. At the end of the evening, people are standing up, they've explored commonalities, and more importantly, they're trying to help other people with problems. I teach a sense of personal ownership that lasts a long time past the event. I teach a philosophy that will last a lifetime, and I'll customize my talks to reflect the vision of your senior management.
Dave is an incredibly powerful speaker. I've been listening to speakers for 20 years now. I'm in the real estate industry, and talk about energizing and rejuvenating people. What a great talk.
This is my third Knocking Down Silos presentation, and every time is definitely different. And I really love how Dave takes these great, huge concepts about how to live morally, and he breaks them down into these funny little tidbits of information, and these are things that people can take home with them, and they can live like from the second they walk out the door.
So what we're going to do tonight is we are, for our code of conduct, going to treat each other for the rest of this evening as real human beings. An 18-year-old student, you're not going to turn to the 50-year-old and go, who's the gray hair next to me? I can't relate to this dude. He's not even on Facebook. I can't even... I mean, if I poke him, he's going to get irritated. He doesn't know a poke is a compliment. But here's my theory, ladies and gentlemen. Life is a highway, and how you act behind the wheel of a car is how you act in your life. If you're a psycho on the road, you're a psycho in the company. If you're a goofball behind the wheel, you're a goofball with your kids. My goal tonight with all of you is to show you how to be a good guy or the woman's equivalent. Put that in the lecture the next day to the Hong Kong community. I was hoping the guy didn't write French fries in a burger. First gear is what's in it for me. What I need you to think about if you're going to be successful tonight is what I call third gear. And by the way, that's why the B looks like a 3. It means move from 1 to 3. In the United States, they call them heroes. Heroes is kind of an overdone word, but I'll tell you the definition of a true hero. A true hero is when somebody gets a medal, they look embarrassed. Because the medal is the wave, and they didn't do it for the wave. They did it because it's the right thing to do. Now I'm going to show you how to walk into any room and get people to like you, make a commonality with you, trust you, and listen to you, and remember you 6 months later. Everybody in this room who's really good at what they do but kind of shy about walking into a room and opening up a conversation, this is the answer. Every guy in the room over the age of 30, show me your watch. All right? And by the way, if you're single, or don't know if you're single, or want to be single, everything tonight can be used as dating advice. So there's your other takeaway. Everybody stand up. Find somebody and pay him a compliment. I said, if I get this watch, I need a story behind it. And he goes, why? I said, well, I speak on networking skills, and I talk about watches a lot. And he goes, dude, Woody Harrelson was looking at that same watch 2 weeks ago. And I said, I got it, man. I got the Woody Harrelson. If you want to make a connection with somebody else in the room here tonight and make a connection that's going to last, don't find out what they do for a living. Find out what they do when they're not doing what they're doing for a living.
We naturally wired that.
She said the interesting thing is he came with me to Knocking Down Silos because he's got his own business and he wanted to get business for word of mouth and reputation. And she said, do you know, after he left, you've totally changed the way he drives his car now. You gotta suck it up, Buttercup. Life's not perfect. True professionals have 1 or 2 people they tell their problems to and everybody else gets the game face. Question is, do you have the game face? What's your biggest challenge?
Denmark and US, Canada, all over. I've never met any of them.
I feel like I have to know that wherever I am, whatever purpose I'm fulfilling, it's for the better.
Well, first off, I wanted to say Watch Your Weekend Challenges does work. That's what I got out of the first one. I have tried that a few times when I've been stuck, what to say to people and just to open up, break the ice, and I loved it.
So I'm going to give you a little secret, and I've given thousands of people this secret, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to ask you to do it, 100% of you will think it's a good idea, 20% of the people in the room will do it. The older you are, the more male you are, the less likely you are to do it. The younger you are, the more female you are, the more likely you are to do it. Let's see if you do it. I really appreciate your attendance tonight. Have a good night.
We can all do something nice for everyone else, and the whole nice watch situation was great. And also just asking friendly questions. What's your challenge, and what do you do on weekends? Get to know a little bit more about other people, and finally try to be in third gear all the time.
It's really amazing. I learn a lot from it.
I am from Syria. I have been here about 3 years. I am architect. Today I came to listen to David. He's a very good guy, and they give me a lot of advice. It's make something different and very good for me in my life.
And this is my first knocking down silos, and it was extraordinary.
Great time. Really take a lot away from it in terms of getting over myself.
When you're in a work environment or any environment, you just always want to stay positive and speak of others how you want others to speak of you.
Very interesting. I learned stuff that I don't think I've ever learned in university and lecture, stuff like that. I got a lot out of just the whole message.
If I choose to live in first gear, I can say poor me and why me. If I choose to live in second gear and I want to reciprocate, then I can look at payback in a negative way. So it's taken me 3 days to get to third gear.
I just have to say this was a really inspiring speech and really helped to recharge my batteries and remind myself that what I'm doing I'm passionate about, and this is what I want to be doing, and hopefully help me move forward in the future. I definitely recommend it to anybody.
I was one of the lucky people to be profiled, and about, I don't know, 6 or 7 people have come up to me. Lots of great leads, and I was able to help someone else too, so it was great.